What's up everyone, it's Roger here from DisKingdom.com. It's Saturday, it's time for your DisKingdom Daily News. So let's jump into it. First off, at the PlayStation Experience, players are going to be able to get their hands on the new remastered version of Full Throttle, which is a old LucasArts movie from quite a while ago, back in the 90s. It's being reissued, it's coming out in 2017. It's kind of a point and click kind of thing, kind of like we saw with Day of the Tentacle, coming out on PlayStation 4, PS Vita and also PC. Kind of going to be interesting to see what they do with this one. I haven't sort of played this game before, completely brand new, so I'll be interested to see how this goes. Interesting as well to see how sort of Disney going back and kind of allowing some of these companies to do reissues of some of these older games that have been around a while. They do have kind of a big fan base, and also I'm going to be honest, I found Day of the Tentacle to be quite a little bit of fun when I was playing that on there. I especially love the fact that you kind of play it cross-play with my Vita as well. Kind of means I can take it on the go as well. But okay, let's jump over now to Walt Disney World. A couple of kind of bus newses. First off, they're adding some more buses to the Port Orleans resorts. Now there are two resorts there. You've got the French Quarter and you've got the Riverside. They're apparently going to be adding some new buses, and they're trying to sort of relieve the amount of sort of bus stops there are and how many people are there. So there should be some more buses. So if you're at the park soon and you're there, it should make it a little bit easier. I have stayed at the French Quarter myself, and there are a lot of bus stops there because of the size of the kind of two resorts. So adding new buses there would be a great option as well. Also, on the other side of things, they're going to be bringing in a new kind of an express van option where you can pay to have basically you have to get into the parks a little bit quicker because you're going through a backstage area, and then you don't have to go through security. The reason this is being brought in is because Disney have been finding a lot of competition from services like Uber, where people are actually going, no, I don't want to catch the free service, I don't want to park my own car, I'll just hire a car. So they're kind of going down this line. I'm going to be sort of starting that off soon. Interesting to see how they're doing this. I mean, getting around the parks, they do offer those free buses, but it can be pretty busy, and obviously you have to wait. If there's a lot of you, it's probably easier and cheaper just to use the transport or using your own car. But it's kind of interesting how they're doing this. There has been a lot of talk lately over at Disney about how many different items they're using, how many sort of upscaling, upcharging items they're bringing to the parks. Some people don't like them, some people don't, but they're just giving people options and seeing how things go. But they definitely seem to be adding a lot more sort of premium items to the parks. Not that you necessarily need them, you would still have access to the old versions, but they're obviously just trying out some different options. Okay, now speaking more of some news from Disney, CEO Bob Iger has been added to Donald Trump's new advisory board, which he joins a number of different other companies, such as people from IBM, you've got Boeing, Walmart. So this is kind of an interesting thing of what they want to do. They just bring together a large number of CEOs from big corporations to see and just talk about business stuff. I think this is actually kind of a good idea from the government's idea of talking to businesses, talking to the big companies to find out what's going on, and maybe having an advisory board. I mean, we have the same here kind of in the UK. As much as Bob Iger was a supporter of Hillary Clinton, obviously now he's on this board. He is on a number of other different boards, including Apple, and also things, for example, with Memorial place for 9/11, and also for Chinese business as well. So there's nothing that he's not particularly used to, but I do think it's good for Disney to have that word of being able to talk to the government through an official channel. And yeah, it's just good, I think, generally for governments to be listening to corporations. Obviously Donald Trump does bring up a whole host of other issues, which I don't really want to get into because, frankly, I'm English and it doesn't generally hit me as much as maybe Americans, and therefore it's a little bit more controversial from that thing. To me, he's just a guy from The Apprentice. That was where I knew him from. Okay, so I'm going to jump over now a little bit more Disney news. A couple of other bits and pieces from the sort of the Funko collecting side of things. We've seen a couple of new Dorbz announced this from the Aladdin movie, so they're going to be available at Walmart. There's also a new Christmas Stitch Dorbz that you can pick up on the Funko's official shop. This one's really popular. That was a limited edition size of 10,000, which sounds a lot, but I think anything when you've got sort of Christmas and Stitch together, that's always a good combination. Anyway guys, so thank you very much for watching, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure you are subscribed, because there are some issues with YouTube. You can also find us on our other social platforms, including Facebook and Twitter, so if you want to keep up with the latest, follow us there, as well as on YouTube, just in case there are any issues with being unsubscribed. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, have a good weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Laters!